What's it like to work in the skate industry then?
It's awesome, mainly because not just working with brands that I've liked working with, since I started skating. Or, I've been wearing them, I've been watching the videos, so that's all cool. Working out what I want to order in, talking to people from those type of brands, that stuff's all great. But mainly, it's better because you can see the next generations of kids coming up, just the way that we came up, and you see like the older generation come in, and you really get a community feel of the people around the shop skating, and it gives the kids a thing to do. I think lacks in the community, especially the younger people.
Well, what impact would you say skating's had on your life?
It's given me a way to go, like a direction to go, a thing that I really enjoy, and I'd say like such a huge majority of my friends that I've met through skateboarding, even if they're not skateboarders, it's just been a great way to connect with the greatest people.
Well, what was your first introduction to skating?
So when I was about 12, I was in Home Bargains and my mom got me a £8 board that said Illusion on it in big green writing, and it was the worst quality skateboard I've ever seen in my life, and it mainly got used as a goalpost in my avenue for the first 2 or 3 years, but I did learn to push around and do a little ollie, and then my friend in school was saying, oh, we'll come to Warsaw and go skate, and at that time a lot of my group of friends had just started getting really heavily into drinking and smoking and stuff, and of course like I enjoyed partially exploring with that, but I didn't want to be in that crowd, so it was good to be able to go out and do something that was fun and wasn't just like getting intoxicated.
Yeah. Well, what made skating stand out to you, or what inspired you to skate?
Mainly the fact that I didn't need to go out and do it with a bunch of other people and rely on those. If I had nothing to do, or I wasn't very happy at home or something like that, I could go out and go, right, I want to work on whatever I want to work on. I wasn't reliant on other people, so it's great to go out and like explore on your own.
Have you found that you've encountered many opportunities from skateboarding in your life?
In terms of career, excluding working in the shop now, not particularly, because it's such a niche area and shops are so established. Unless you're an incredibly talented skateboarder, or you've got a head for the community, there's not too many spaces in the industry. But in terms of opportunities, there's a ridiculous amount that aren't career related at all. You go to places you'd never go to before. You meet people you would have never met who become some of your best friends. And it also teaches us so much about determination and keeping on trying even when you think it's impossible. That it all comes together into being a big opportunity to be, to grow into who you are. It becomes a part of your personality in a way.
Well, what would you say is your favourite moment from skating?
I think it's like a million that happened, but the first time that I hit a handrail, just because I remember being 14 and looking at it and seeing videos and saying to my friends that I would never do it. So it's just the aspect of skateboarding that you think something's impossible. And then you go out and after working on so many different stuff, your progression gets to a point where what you thought was impossible you can actually do. So I think that's pretty cool about skating in general.
What would be your favourite spots to skate in Birmingham?
I'm biased to Warsaw, man. I've skated every single path of Warsaw from the town centre outwards. So spots in Warsaw I'm obviously biased with, but Birmingham, even though it's not the best spot in the world, I'd just say East Side City Park, just because it was such a Birmingham hub. Skateboarding is so well knit, you get to know everyone. But when I first started coming into Birmingham when I was 16. We'd all go to East Side, we all knew about it, and then you'd meet everyone. And it was it wasn't a skate park, but it was made into a skate park. It was a nice community. So to see that come back after it was all fenced off due to HS2, that's been great to see. But then there's also legendary spots like Bassey's 9-7 and Smith's 9, which it looks like it's something out of Skate 3. Best spot in the world.